Hello, loves. It is Natalie from Light of Ascension Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called Your Comeback is Epic. They will quake in their shoes. All right. And we have three piles to choose from today. We have the red tea light, the yellow tea light, and the orange tea light. So think about what color is grabbing your attention today. And you can go directly to the timestamp below in the description box to choose your pile. And you are also welcome to watch more than one pile too. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the energy. We are having like a lot of rain right now, a winter storm here in Central Texas, and it is a little bit wild. And we've been getting all these like notices, like, you know, stay in, don't leave, and phone calls and texts about it because of the great winter storm last year, which I was not here for, thankfully. I was still in Seattle then. But hopefully everything's okay and everything goes according to plan, because they had, you know, a year to try to get it right. So let's hope that everything turns out okay. I hope you guys are staying safe and warm yourselves, and you are taking good care of yourself. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. Pile number one, welcome to your reading. You chose the red tea light, and today's reading is called Your Comeback is Epic. They will quake in their shoes. And, you know, I just also wanted to add to the title, Karma's a bitch, right? Karma's a bitch, and so am I, as we know. And so we are going to go ahead and get into it. And I just came up with this idea last night. We're going to look at how Spirit is helping you with your comeback and what's happening and how this is going to play out for you. Okay, so let's dive into the energy. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me with the energy of my wonderful pile number ones here today who comes seeking your beautiful guidance. Thank you. Okay, speaking of guidance, the Hierophant is on the bottom of the deck. So let's get started, pile number one, and see what's going on. We have the Four of Wands and Harmony, Venus, and Aries. And the Four of Wands is a very cheerful card, and it is very much looking forward. And at least in this version of the Four of Wands, it's like she's looking forward, and she's like can see something happening in the distance, and there's all these things that have happened in the past, but you're leaving that in the dust, I feel like, pile number one. And coming out with fire already with the wands at the start of your reading, there's a lot of things that you guys, I feel like, are leaving behind and leaving it in the past for good. And you're focused on what's ahead and doing what you love. It looks like here, like she's playing the accordion. So some of you may be into music or, but I think also too, the other thing here is that you're very creative, pile number one, and anything that happened in the past is actually just going to become illumination in your future for something greater. And the things that happened to you were just stepping stones into the beautiful future that is, you know, coming your way here. We have the Sun. I knew that was going to come up. So a lot of fire energy in your guys' reading. And of course, the Sun being associated with, well, the Sun, or it could be Leo in the tarot. And I think that you're brilliant, you're bright, you're shining, and you're starting to really hone in on what makes you special and what makes you shine, okay? And you are going to be surrounded by people that love you and support you, and you're not going to be afraid to shine either in any way. And I also see you guys getting some new clothes as well, or getting a change in your wardrobe, or dressing up a little bit more, getting some new jewelry, maybe a cute pair of earrings, or just overall like looking the part. You know what I mean? Like just overall looking the part. Some of you guys could be losing some weight too, or just metaphorical weight, like just the energy of the past is coming off of you. And I feel like your creativity is going to be off the charts, and people who you left in the past are going to be sorry, pile number one, that they don't get to be a part of this beautiful, bright future that you're going to have. And you know that saying, I have to wear sunglasses because my future's so bright. That's what I feel like for you guys here. And I see you surrounded by support as well for what you're doing, pile number one. We have the Four of Swords. So we have two fours. And you know, when I was shuffling out the cards for this reading and meditating, it was 444 on my clock, which is great. And you guys have two fours here plus the sun. And some of you could be writers, or you may, you may be working on some projects, or you might have been dealing with some creative blocks and just kind of starting over constantly, like, ugh, like, I don't like that, or that isn't right. You guys could be a little bit of perfectionists too here, and you really, really want to do things right, okay? And I just think that you're laser focused and your mind is free, and your environment may be a little bit messy because I'm seeing all the stuff and the food sitting on the counter. It's like, you guys are so engaged in what you're doing. It's almost like you can't even be bothered to eat. It's like, I know what I want to do here and I'm ready to jump in, okay? And some of you guys here could be cardinal signs, which the cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, okay? And I feel like you guys are ready just to jump in here. And because we have Jupiter and Libra and Venus and Aries here already. And I see 2013 here for you guys too. There might have been something that happened in 2013 or regrets that came up from that year. And you guys may be trying to write about this or get this out, or somehow take what you've learned and put it into something valuable that you can use going forward, okay? And I feel like it's almost like Albert Einstein creativity level, like mad genius level here is what I feel like you guys are doing. And I mean, I think what's happening is, if something did happen, like say in the last, that's almost 2013 is almost 10 years ago. In the last 9 years or so, the last 9 or 10 years, and you feel like you fell behind, or that you have regrets that you didn't start something sooner and now you're just really working hard on it. I mean, I feel like you're going to be more passionate than you've ever been, is what I feel, okay? And look at the beautiful sunset in the background. I think you guys are just going to be more passionate than ever. And there are people from your past, like say the last 9 years, pile number one, that deeply regret, starting in 2013, that deeply regret what happened. Some of them may even try to reach out to you or write to you about something here. But I think you're too busy creating and enjoying your new life to really even care. And because you live life with no regrets, I feel like, pile number one. It's other people that have regrets about what happened and haven't been able to shake that energy, okay? I'm seeing a toaster or a blue toaster here, or some kind of a toaster. But who knows, maybe you're making toast or waffles, or who knows, pile number one. It's 6:11 right now. I love it when it's like 7:11, 3:11, 6:11. I love, for whatever reason, I like the numbers that end with 11. And of course you have 11:11 on the Four of Wands. There's 11 there and 11 there. So, I mean, good things happening for you. I feel like some of your haters, pile number one, or people that, were a part of, if they hurt you or regrets that they did certain things to you, I feel like what's happening to them is they're not flourishing the same way that you are. Okay, you are really flourishing, and you really see what you need to do here to move forward. And I feel like whoever, for the last 9 years, whoever you came into contact with that has regrets about what happened with you, and they should have regrets because of the way they acted, I feel like these people are struggling. They're struggling to turn they're lazy, I feel like, and they're not as motivated as you, and they're struggling to make something happen in their life, when I feel like things are happening very easily for you guys, pile number 1, okay? We have, I seek truth and I act upon my realizations. Absolutely. And yeah, and I do feel like you guys have realized, like, the last 9 years, or, you know, since 2013, like, you've had some big realizations and downloads, I feel like, about this. And I feel you guys are going to be turning whatever happened into something very creative and unique, while these people who did whatever they did here, these losers or haters, whoever they are, they just can't get their act together in the same way that you can. They're not as organized and as passionate as you are, okay? And nobody really can hold a candle to you there, pile number 1. We have the 12th house in introspection. And yeah, I mean, I think over the last however many years, sorry, I dropped a card there. Over the last however many years, you guys have been very introspective. And the thing is you've spent the time working on yourself and perfecting what you want to do and working on your skills. And even sometimes I feel like working in difficult environments. And I feel like you've spent your time already in the 12th house. The 12th house in astrology is the house of your self-undoing and your hidden enemies, okay? And in traditional astrology, it's one of the most malefic, it is the most malefic house in the 12th house system, okay? And so you really could have had some people in your life that were, you know, that were lying to you, or that were pulling the rug out from underneath you, or just lying to you, or making your life feel disorganized and rough at times, okay, pile number 1? And I feel like you guys are moving away from this energy and you're seeking the truth, and you're going to act on things now with the Sun and the 4 of Wands. You're done taking a back seat here, and I think you can just leave them in your 12th house and let them stay there confused, not knowing what's going on. And I think people are going to be surprised when you come out of this. And some of you may have already come out of this, but you're going to come out swinging. Pile number 1. We have tulip, great passion. Yeah, the Sun. And like I said, these people don't have the same passion as you. And frankly, your passion scares them. They can't really handle it. And they run away and hide like little bitches, okay? We have forest, muddied, unclear thinking. Yeah, these people don't, again, with the 12th house, can be very, like, we miss the trees for the forest and we start getting really confused. And I feel like this is the state some of these people could have put you in. And you guys may be like, if I would have gotten started on this sooner or seen this sooner, I could be farther ahead here. But you don't have anything to worry about, pile number 1. And these people are very muddled. They're very muddled, and they have very unclear thinking about how you got to where you got to today. It's because of your passion and your determination, and they don't have the same, they're not thinking right, okay? And their environment is way too chaotic now anyway. We have here, bull, do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. Absolutely. And I feel like what you're going to do, like, you don't even care anymore about these people or about these losers. Like, you don't even care about them anymore, pile number 1. You're so busy making things happen in your own life and looking forward to what's coming that you don't even really care what these people are up to anymore. If they want to, if these people want to oppose someone, all they're doing is opposing themselves, you know? At the end of the day, these people just confuse and oppose themselves. We have dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Okay, some of you here could be taking work that you did in the past under difficult conditions and finding a way to put it out there now that's going to put you in the spotlight, okay? And you will be receiving financial gain from this, and people are going to wonder how you did it. It's kind of like if you had a very chaotic environment or a home that was very chaotic, but you just kept working through it anyway because you're so dedicated, and you still have evidence of that work, maybe even going back to 2013, okay? and or even in the last couple of years. I feel like Spirit is saying here, your day in the sun is coming and you are going to have financial gain from what you've been working on here. And these people are going to be very confused, 12th house, and unclear, Forest, about how this happened for you, okay, and why it couldn't happen for them. Ooh, I love it. I just did a reading on Anubis, okay? Here's Anubis and the arbiter of truth. And if you guys haven't seen my Anubis reading, you can find it below. I did an Egyptian magic reading. So for those of you that saw that reading, this is a further confirmation. Anubis is also very picky about who he works with. His energy is one of mastery. I felt his energy before, and he is very serious, and people that are not ready to face him or work with him become very frightened when they see him coming, okay? And rightfully so, rightfully so. He is to be respected. He's also the arbiter of truth because he weighs souls, he weighs people's hearts at the end of their lifetime, and if they're heavier than a feather, or evil, essentially evil, he feeds them to like an alligator monster, okay? So, I mean, he's a very important person in terms of in terms of spiritual strength, I feel like, pile number one, okay? And we have this whole, I seek truth and act upon my realizations. We have preservation, neutrality, and obligation, okay? So something that you were able to take from the past and preserve, I feel like is gonna bring you guys great success, okay? And with Anubis on your side, I feel like these haters are actually really gonna quake in their shoes, because let me tell you, his energy is nothing to be messed with. I just did some spell work and with his aid, and I did a banishing and clearing conjure oil that I'm so excited to open up after Mercury retrograde, because I was waiting for the retrograde to pass. But Anubis is very instructive. If you open to his energy, he will instruct you on exactly what to do and how to do it. And yeah, and he also can help when we need to make very difficult decisions here as well. I feel like what they're saying with this Anubis card is Anubis also works with the blue flame. For those of you that are familiar with the blue flame, which is, you know, essentially truth, okay? The blue flame resonates with the energy of truth. So yeah, you're the truth, pile number one. You are the truth. And these people from your past, or whoever this was, they're gonna be scratching their head going, what is going on here? And I think when the truth hits them, they are gonna quake in their shoes. Because I'll tell you, if you have Anubis by your side, pile number one, then they should be afraid. You know what I'm saying? We have death. Oh my God, right? Because Anubis was also the god of the dead in Egyptian, as far as Egyptian gods go. And he was the one he was like an undertaker or mortician, and he would mummify people that have passed in order to preserve, you know, their remains, like the Egyptians did, right? But I mean, death is pretty serious here, and I mean, scary too, right? Scary too. I feel like for some of these people, it's like the end of an era for them, but it's a bright, new, beautiful beginning for you, okay? And death is also an energy of fear, and I do feel like these people are very fearful, and that's why they try to drag you into their fearful energy, but they're gonna be judged just like everyone else. You know what I'm saying? And by the Most High, I feel like, pile number one, we have isolation here. Yeah, especially with the 12th house, in astrology, can definitely speak about isolation and death. This is what's happening to them, okay? And I don't wish, you know, I'm not wishing anything on anyone. Let the gods take care of it and let the chips fall where they may. But I'm reading the chips right now, pile number one, and the chips are really, really crunchy because we have death and isolation. So while you are shining and being beautiful and doing your life purpose and being creative and interesting and amazing and very dedicated to what you're doing, these people are afraid. They're afraid of you. They're afraid. They could even be afraid of you exposing them too for something that they did, pile number one. All right. And when you're the truth and these losers are not, they should be quaking in their boots, pile number one. We have the Shekinah here, and that is the sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life, okay? And yeah, with the Sun card, you guys have a very clear and bright, vibrant gift to share with the world, and you are tapping into that. Her finger is literally tapping into that white orb, and it's like you're tapping into universal energy, pile number one. And these people, again, they're gonna quake in their shoes. Someone could literally piss their pants if they saw Anubis walking towards them. Believe you me, look him up online, look at what he looks like. This is who you have protecting you and what you're working on and your energy at this time, okay? And the reason why you're being protected is because you do have a sacred self, the sun, and you are supposed to be unleashing your spirit, okay? Your great passion, dance to the rhythm of life. Some of you may be into dancing, or dancing may be very therapeutic for you right now. We have dragonfly. Yes, you guys are emerging. You guys are emerging from a spiritual winter. And, you know, I think these people were making you feel, you know, afraid and isolated. But now they're the one, and maybe unclear about your purpose or what you should be doing. But you guys, instead of hiding like a coward, you guys went inward to really discover, with introspection here, to really discover and seek your truth, okay? Where these people don't have the same balls as you do. They're not as, you know, they don't have the talents that you're working with either with the sun. Sorry for them, but they don't. And talents are, you know, a gift from our angels and from God, and we earn those talents lifetime after lifetime. So if these people over here can't really stomach that, then I guess they're just going to have to go hide in a hole. I don't know what else to say to them, all right? Because you guys are having uplifting energy here, and you are having a spiritual awakening. And I just heard rude awakening. I think some of these people are going to be having a rude awakening because you're not going to be a part of their life, all right? And you don't really have time anyway. And there's better people whose lives that you can be a part of and them a part of your life, all right? We have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Yeah, you guys have been very introspective, wondering like, is this work gonna mean anything? Everything that I've done here, I've sacrificed so much for this, right? Am I really thinking clearly about this? Is this all in my head, right? But it's not, okay, pile number one, it's not. And you make a difference, and your voice makes a difference, and your creative efforts and your work are going to be very exciting and expansive for you. And some of you are going to be able to draw on your past experiences as well to help push you forward into this new energy that you're embodying, okay? And Anubis is watching over this cycle for you and has been with you during this whole cycle. And he's been watching you rise up, okay? And go through these tough times and challenges and not back down, all right? And that's why he's with you, because he likes your energy. He really does. Anubis loves the underdog and someone, you know, because he is half jackal, right? I mean, he loves that spirit of someone coming from the underworld and pulling themselves up and rising into the heights of spiritual greatness with the dragonfly energy, okay? And I feel like his energy has been with you this whole time, pile number one, which is very, very touching. We have compassion. Yeah, I was feeling like this energy of being very touched by all of this. And actually, I think You know, Anubis really wanting to work with you guys more and more and more. If you acknowledge him, he will show up. Acknowledge and open, listen. He will definitely show up. His energy is very strong. He also loves your compassion, pile number one. There is so much strength in your compassion and what you are able to tap into. Look at this. Look at your hands are radiating this beautiful glow as you touch the world with your amazing gifts. Pile number one. What you do in the world is very touching for others, and it is very important, okay? And your compassion makes you radiant, all right? It's not your downfall. Maybe some of you thought, oh, my compassion is like my downfall. I give too much or whatever. But you know what? The end of the tough cycle is approaching here. Focus on your great passion, okay? Unleash your gifts, express yourself, okay? Pile number one is what I'm getting here. And as this end of a tough cycle approaches, you're going to experience financial gain and your turn in the spotlight, okay? And these people that are left behind, they will quake in their shoes. Mark my words, pile number one. When they get a whiff of the amount of power that you're working with here, and your power is light, but you also know how to play in the dark if necessary, okay? And that's why Anubis loves your energy, because it's that trickster kind of energy. You can be above ground and below ground, and Anubis really likes people like that, okay? So pile number one, who aren't afraid to face, you know, the truth about their life and, you know, what their path is. So let's go ahead and see, how is Spirit helping pile number one with their comeback? How is Spirit helping pile number one? The Wheel of Fortune, okay? So Spirit is literally turning the page for you and is saying, they're saying this is a whole new path. This is a whole new adventure. And I also feel like Spirit is bringing you guys good luck as well. And look, there's Anubis. Oh my gosh, I just got chills. There he is right there. Anubis is actually the spirit, or the spirit is the figure on the right. He's the spirit who's wanting to work with you here, okay, for sure. But he's the red figure here, and with the jackal head and the human body, and he's watching you. And his place on the Wheel of Fortune represents the ascension, okay, from the very depths to the ascension of Spirit, okay? And he's got his eye on you, pile number one. He's got his eye on you. And I feel like the Sphinx is also winking at me right now, pile number one. So, you know, things that, like truths that you were trying to access before, that you were really trying to call back and understand, I feel like the riddles have been solved, and it makes it so much easier to kind of move forward here and to turn the page and to just keep moving. The Wheel of Fortune is a very busy card in the tarot, okay? And there's a lot of symbolism on it. And I mean, it represents a fabulous change in direction for you guys as well. You know, sometimes it may have looked like been a little scary, you know, when you're in the Wheel of Fortune. Last year for me was a Wheel of Fortune year, so I know it's a little scary. You have to trust your instincts and sometimes just go for it anyway, and hope that it turns out right. But you know, no guts, no glory, pile number one, right? With the sun, okay? The big wheel keeps on turning for you, pile number one. And yeah, you're giving an opportunity to level up here. And the opportunities that are going to come your way, a lot of these, because your fate, the Wheel of Fortune is the Lord of the Fate. That's the name of the esoteric title of the Wheel of Fortune, the Lord of Fate, basically. Anubis is the Lord of Fate. You know, he's judging souls and deciding, should they get devoured or should they ascend to heaven, right? So the arbiter of truth and the arbiter of fate, both. And pretty serious business for him. You've been through some serious business as well, pile number one, but your comeback is a lot lighter. You know, the dragonfly energy, the Shekinah, compassion, this energy is a lot lighter. It's a lot easier and it's a lot lighter for you, okay? And it's because you've really done the work. I just keep looking at Anubis here, looking at his eyes and his face, and I'm like, ooh, ooh, if you saw him walking towards you, you would go the other way. And it's so funny if you weren't ready for it, right? And it's so funny because right next to him is the dolphin, and it's so cute and sweet. And I feel like you are so cute and sweet as well, pile number one, but you have some serious forces watching over your life path, okay? The title, okay, here's the Four of Pentacles that just popped out. And, you know, as Wilson Phillips would say, pile number one, it's a band from the 90s, hold on for one more day, right? I know that there is pain, but if you hold on for one more day, break free, break from the chains, okay, pile number one. And I don't know, I've just been channeling Wilson Phillips a lot lately. Maybe I'm supposed to do a reading on that, but you know, Spirit is saying here, hang on for one more day, conserve your resources, and you know, don't let go, hang on. This is going to be the ride of your life. Don't let go. Keep your core strong. Continue to invest and believe in yourself. Continue to persevere. Also, the Four of Pentacles is a Sun in Capricorn card, and it represents the Lord of earthly power, the Lord of earthly power. So this is being handed to you, pile number one, and it is very powerful, all right? It is extremely powerful, and that's why, you know, the Lord of earthly power, it's like, how did you do it? You're being awarded this, pile number one, because you deserve it. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. How is Spirit, how is Anubis actually, because he wants to be in this reading. How is he assisting pile number one? Nine of Wands, don't give up, okay? Don't all of a sudden that song, don't give up, don't give in. Come on, baby, you can break the chains of love. You know, you guys know that song. Anyway, pile number one, don't give up and don't give in. And I'm also hearing something about wait and don't prematurely act on something because you're, because it's like, I've had enough of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Spirit is going to, if there's something you've been wondering about and you've had some unclear thinking about because things have been a little bit hectic here with the Wheel of Fortune, Spirit is saying, we are going to help provide. We are just going to, we're clearing the path for you, so don't worry. And try not to get too hung up. Even try not to get too hung up in your own ego right now either. I know easier said than done, especially with the sun. But Spirit's just saying you don't need to be hung up on anything right now because we're just, you know, we're your safety net and we're going to push you forward, okay? So let's see what else. They're just saying, you know, hang on for one more day. I know that there is pain, but if you hold on for one more day, break free from the chains. All right, pile number one. Let's see what else. We have, oh my God, the sun. Yeah, hold on for one more day. I know that there is pain, but if you hold on for one more day, right? And Spirit just saying, you know, Nine of Wands and Four of Pentacles is really an energy of enduring something. So you guys have been enduring something, and I don't know if people around you really understand how much you've been enduring or the energy that you've been working with, because some of you could have been kind of private about this as well, but it's been a lot. It's been a lot. And you guys are due, I feel like, here for a radiant self-expression, okay? You didn't go through all these changes and hold yourself strong and firm here for no reason, all right? Your purpose is to shine, and Spirit is saying the end of this tough cycle is approaching, all right? And let's see how these people are going to quake in their shoes, okay, pile number one? I just want to see. I'm curious. How are these how are these people going to quake in their shoes? How are these people going to quake in their shoes for pile number one? Oh, okay. Yeah, we have the Magician and the Hierophant. So when they see your power and they see what you got cooking up, pile number one, I mean, they're going to be scared, okay? And especially because you guys are coming through with a great sense of authority, and you're not afraid to say what needs to be said with the Magician here. And you're very tricky. Like one moment it looks like you're down for the count, and the next minute you're coming back stronger than ever. It's very tricky the way that you are, pile number one. And that's why Anubis likes working with you too. He represents, he's like the Egyptian Mercury in a way, except I think darker than like the traditional Greek Roman Mercury, okay? But I feel like Anubis is like, yeah, it's because you're tricky, all right? She's tricky, or he's tricky, depending on who's watching this. But I mean, you have a lot of power in the spiritual world as well, pile number one, and your gifts are just growing. You're learning more and more every day, and you're about to throw some knowledge down. And when you throw knowledge down or you speak on something, this person is going to feel so small in comparison to you. And it's not because it's not an ego thing. It's more of just a who you are type of thing. And just because you make other people feel insecure because of your power, pile number one, does not mean that you should tone yourself down in any way. All right. You're a true magician. And some of you could be occultists here, but you're a true magician about the way you live your life, okay? You're the real deal. Like I said before, you guys are truth, all right? I seek truth and I act upon my realizations. Yes, the magician would be the acting on the realizations, and the Hierophant would be the seeking of the truth, okay? And these people know that above and beyond anything, you are always going to seek the truth, and you will act on that information according to the instruction of your guides and your higher self and your inner knowing, all right? Pile number one. So these people look like sad sacks of shit, pile number one, you know, in comparison to you. Like they can stay stuck in the 12th house thinking about death and how alone they are and being unclear about their life and what's happening. You're crystal clear, pile number one, okay? You're crystal clear to move forward. And yeah, and Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, you do have a lot to share with the world, and you will benefit people greatly. Your compassion will also benefit people greatly, okay? So thank you so much, my beautiful pile number ones who are so tricky and interesting, and I'm so happy that you guys got Anubis. Because he's coming back to say hi. If you saw my reading before, he's like, I'm still here. I'm right here with you, walking right with you. Okay. So let's move on to pile number two. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the yellow tea light, and today's reading is called Your Comeback is Epic. They will quake in their shoes, all right? And as I've said before, karma's a bitch, and so am I, and so are you, and they're gonna get theirs. Pile number two, okay? And we're gonna talk about how epic your comeback is gonna be, and what's going to happen to these people who underestimated you. Okay, pile number two. So let's go ahead and get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my pile number twos, which chose the yellow tea light. And yeah, I feel like an energy of like touching down, pile number two. It's like in a good way. It's like my feet are on the ground, touching ground kind of energy. I just felt a big sense of calm and relief. Oh yeah, there's the sun on the bottom of the deck, and the sun is coming. The sun's gonna come out, okay? Yeah. There's an old song I was just thinking of, and I'm trying to, Spirit's telling me the lyrics, but let me hear it for just a second. It's like, well, the sun's gonna rise tomorrow. You and I are gonna be just fine. Yeah, anyway, I think it's a song by a band called Citizen Cope, like, the sun's gonna rise tomorrow, you and I are gonna be all right, or we're gonna be fine, or whatever. Okay, anyway, so pile number two, interestingly, pile number one got the sun all over their reading, and here it is on your guys' reading too. All right, so something about the sun is come back on 100, okay? And is showing like just pure shining and radiance and a huge, beautiful, you know, opening of self and bursting forward of self after a very arduous journey. 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, all right? So and after being away for a long time, like, you know, the 8 of Cups has that real energy of wandering or being away from home. All right, pile number 2. So let's go ahead and talk about your comeback here. We have the 5 of Cups. Yeah, you guys with the 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck and the 5 of Cups, right? I just got the word disintegration. So there might have been something in your life that you thought that you could count on, but really you couldn't, or a loss that you needed to take. And I feel some of you have been very heavy in this loss, pile number 2, and it's no joke, okay? And it's hit you on a very deep level. Some of you may have even experienced a death, an actual death of someone close to you, or recently, like within the last 5 years even, or you have experienced the loss of something that felt like a death, whether it's a loss of a job or a loss of a friendship or a loss of a romantic relationship, but something, I just heard checkmate, okay? So I feel like you guys are gonna checkmate somebody here. You're about to check somebody, pile number 2, but you really needed time away to, and sometimes people talk about the 5 of Cups as wallowing, but I also feel the 5 of Cups, it's a Mars and Scorpio card. People may have taken your disinterest in them or what they were doing as a sense that you were wallowing in some loss. But I think actually you've just been very angry about this as well, pile number 2. And maybe you haven't wanted everyone to see that, okay? And you haven't wanted people to know like the emotional process that you've been going through. Because Mars and Scorpio can be very deep, but it's also very secretive in a way, okay? So maybe you haven't wanted to show just how much I think people have known that you've been upset or you've been hurt, but they may not understand the depth of how angry some of you felt, okay? We have the 7 of Cups here. We have another Scorpio card. We have Mars in Scorpio and Venus in Scorpio. Interesting, right? I mean, it's a huge difference because Venus is debilitated in Scorpio and Mars is in domicile in Scorpio. So, you know, someone here having a clear advantage or thinking they have a clear advantage over someone else. And I feel like you guys, it's like I feel like maybe for some of you, this could have to do with a relationship or a family member, but it's like, I feel like you guys were seeking approval or seeking someone's attention or approval of you. And I think you guys are like giving it all that you got, but this person was ignoring you, pile number 2, and I think it hurt you a lot. I think it also made you very angry as well, okay? And I think you tried to do everything in your power to get this person to see you for who you are and to recognize you, okay? But they chose to be very self-focused and ignoring of you, I feel like. And for why? For what? For why? Right, pile number 2? Because I feel like you didn't do anything wrong here whatsoever. I feel like you guys were great to this person and you tried your best, I feel like, pile number 2. So why were they so cold to you is what I want to know. Because this person could just be very cold on the inside, okay? And be lacking in compassion as well. When you were trying to hold space for both you and this person, which is a lot to ask of someone emotionally, Venus and Scorpio here, We have the Six of Swords. Yeah, you guys look at your face. You're like, I'm done with this shit. And you know what? I feel like this person was very immature as well. You got your bags packed and you're ready to go. The Eight of Cups was on the bottom of the deck. And this time of trying to please others or appease others or, you know, betray yourself so that you can be more appealing to someone else, or wanting to get someone's attention who continually thinks it's a game or thinks it's funny when they are being so cold. I think that this person would actually pretend to be busy with something when they were not actually busy with anything. Okay, they just didn't have, this person is very, what's the word? I can't think of it right now. It's like very ungracious or very selfish or stingy. They're stingy about something, okay? They're stingy with their emotions. They could be stingy with money or with their love. But this person is just stingy, and I feel like they're always keeping score. And I feel like this situation made you guys tried to keep your chin up and stay positive, but I feel like this situation made you very sad. Some of you could have wanted like a ring or a commitment from this person, when I think, you know, they had kind of checked out of this relationship, or they have been very stingy with affection for you. And sometimes they're just too busy, or sometimes they're ignoring. And I feel like you guys, you dress up beautiful, you're super cute, you know, your hair looks amazing, makeup, you know, whatever. Like if you're a guy watching this, you look nice as well, like looking good, looking nice. And it's like no matter what you did, this person just refused to acknowledge you, which can feel very rejecting, pile number 2. And this person is just, let me look at this. They could be, I feel they're very angry too about something. But, you know, instead of trying to work this out or lead this situation in some kind of a productive manner, they just escape within themselves and they're like, I'm fine, but they're not communicating. All right. And I feel like it causes you guys to kind of go on overdrive and attempt to kind of bring them back here into the fray, or even wear something that they liked, or just get them to notice you. And for some of you, this could have been a pattern with a parent that you also dealt with as well, where someone was just always too busy, or they never had time for you, and you were always trying to get their attention, or you were, because you had, which they could have made you feel bad about that. Like you were stupid for that, or you're dumb because you have needs or whatever, because you have emotional needs. All right. Making you feel awkward for simply having your own emotions, pile number 2, which I'll tell you what, when people are like that, I mean, they just need a big dose of reality shoved into their pie holes. Okay. Pile number 2, because that's not the way the real world works. And you've been more than gracious with this person. And if they can't turn around and at least acknowledge you or talk, then bye-bye. Okay. And I feel like that's exactly what you guys have done, or you're doing, or you're planning on. Okay. Because I can see her face here, and her eyes is like, I have had it. I am done with you and your BS. And I am not your, you know, I'm not a plaything. I'm not a play toy. This person not even taking you seriously at times. And the thing is, pile number 2, is that you're a very accomplished person. And the fact that this person is actually like a big baby. You know what I mean? Wah, I didn't get my way. I'm a big baby. And I feel like you guys are just done with it. You're like, no, hell no. Okay. Someone here could have an orange and yellow scarf that's really pretty, or looks nice with your hair too. Somebody could like dressing in layers at times. Some of you here could travel a lot, or you just decided, fuck this, I'm out, okay, with this Six of Swords. And her face just looks like, bitch, please, okay? So, I mean, I think you leaving this person behind is going to leave them with a sense of loss that they're not going to know what to do with, and you just completely turning your back on this person and going cold on them. I don't think they expect this at all, pile number 2. And it's good for you, but it's not good for them. It's almost like they liked your attention and they liked that you would be like, are you okay? Are you okay to them? Or do you like me? Do you like me? But when left to their own devices, they're a miserable human being who just doesn't get it, okay? And we have gratefully, I surrender my struggle. Absolutely. You guys are done with this, okay? You're like, no more, no more. And again, this could be in a family situation or a romantic relationship or even a friendship. I just feel like you guys are done, you know, playing puppet for this person and trying to get a piece of validation from them. You're done with it. You're planning to leave too. Gratefully, I surrender my struggle. I'm done struggling for this person and trying to get their attention when they're a huge baby. I'm over it. You're over it. I'm over it. Everyone's over it. Except for this person. They're not over it. They're not going to be over it for a while. And that's why, you know, they're like a little baby that's going to pee their pants when you finally go. Pile number 2, okay? We have here moon and perception. So this person has really fucked with the way that you see yourself, I feel like, pile number 2. And you're just, you know, you're done with it, okay? We have card number 19. So something could have been in a dynamic from the time you were 19 to now, or you even dealt with this situation when you were around 19 and now you're older. Take it as it resonates. But anyway, I feel like it's all in how you perceive yourself, right? And sometimes we get locked into an emotional 5 of Cups, 7 of Cups. We get locked into an emotional game of power. I feel like this person likes to be the one with the emotional power. Mars and Scorpio in this situation, they like to be the ones, they like you to come to them. They like you to be the one to approach. They like that, okay? They're into that. They like it. They get off on it, whatever, all right? And because you are nice people, or because there might be something inside of you, you guys are like, yeah, because there's something inside of me that's broken. But I think you need to see yourself in a different way, pile number 2. If you just felt like saying that, yeah, because there's something inside of me that's broken, I kept kind of entertaining this. Spirit is challenging you here to see yourself in a new way, because you are strong, you're determined, and you know, you're going through a rite of passage right now in your life, and you're gonna get the hell out of there, and this person isn't going anywhere. They're gonna stay stuck in the mental and emotional age of like an 8-year-old, okay? And you're not anybody's babysitter, you're not anyone's mommy or daddy, you don't need that, okay? So I think you guys are just sick of it, is what I'm getting. It's like the relationship and the dynamic is good for them, but it's not good for you. And you're starting to see that now. We have shield. You need to defend yourself. Absolutely. Pile number 2, okay? And, you know, and here's one thing though. I feel like you guys may have tried to defend yourself to this person a lot with this 7 of Cups and been like, you know, I was good to you, or why are you upset, or why are you mad? Feeling like you need to defend yourself to this person. But we have here, gratefully, I surrender my struggle. So it's like, I don't have to explain myself to anyone, you know? And some people try to get power and control by putting other people into a position where they need to feel defensive all the time about simply their right to exist and want normal things in a relationship or in life, you know? So I also feel like you need to defend yourself in the sense that you don't need this in your life anymore, pile number 2. And also, you don't need to defend yourself in the sense that you don't have to justify who you are to anyone, okay? And we have here psychic ability, trust your intuition. And we have moon here too. So some of you up in this pile are psychics yourselves, or your intuition is on point. And 7 of Cups can represent, you know, where we get confused. And we get confused because we're in a power dynamic with someone who has the emotionality of an 8-year-old and is playing games, okay? And when we really want someone to love us, or we really want something to be okay, that can take us out of our psychic knowing, all right? But you guys actually have an extremely powerful third eye. You are very psychic, and you should definitely trust your intuition. And psychically, you may need to shield yourself from this person. We have Broom, new home, new attitude. Yep, and I talked about some of you leaving, or it's like you haven't been home for a while, or I feel like you guys you got a new home, and you can be yourself in this home, and you don't feel like you constantly have to dress right for this person or act right for this person when they're not making the same kind of overtures to you at all. They're just staying in their own hole, looking at the rock in front of them. Good for them. But I feel like you guys, new home, new attitude. And the thing is, this person's going to quake in their shoes when they see your glow up, when they see that you're fine without them, and you're actually happier, and you're actually doing better, and you actually prefer to be away from them, okay? So this person's going to crap their pants when they see that, okay? We have coin, money will be coming to you. So that's also a good thing too. It's like you guys can support yourselves. The money is going to come in. All right. You're not going to be exhausted all the time, or feeling foolish, or feeling embarrassed because you feel like you constantly have to defend yourself or your choices to this person and, quote unquote, try to get on their good side. The problem is this person doesn't have a good side. They're just a little bitch, pile number 2. I don't care what their gender is. They just are. All right. And the thing is new home, new you, new attitude, right? I got a new attitude, pile number 2. And this person's just going to have to suck it. Okay. I'm getting mad. We have Arawan here, the master of the great hunt. Ooh. Authority, the hunt, and natural balance. And I feel like this is you guys. And you guys are taking back your authority, okay? You don't answer to anyone. You don't have to please anyone. And you don't have to run your life choices by anyone, okay? You're a fully grown adult. And, if someone's waiting for you to come around, I feel like you guys have already gone on the hunt for other things. And you're restoring balance in your own life here, okay? And you have authority over yourself, okay? Not this person. They think they have authority over something, but they don't. We have abundance. Yeah, you guys are going to be surprised because this change is actually very empowering, and it brings you more money. And, sometimes when we get a new home or something like that, it's like, am I going to have enough money? Will this work out? Is this going to work, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to be fine. We have abundance here. And you would be surprised when you're not in a toxic relationship with someone that sucks your energy, your abundance actually goes up, and your ability to make money and feel good about yourself actually creates a sense of, success and wealth within you is what I feel. And you guys are on the hunt for your own abundance right now, and to just feel good within yourselves. Like, I'm okay, I don't need this, and I'm on to the next thing. We have faith. Yeah, just have faith, you guys. And I know sometimes, like, when we turn away from a situation and we move on to something, I know that it can be really hard to keep the faith. And it can be really hard to, especially if someone has eroded our confidence here with the moon and perception, and made us feel like we're not good enough, or we've been tap dancing around somebody else and what they need or whatever. It can really erode our faith in ourselves too. But, again, gratefully, I surrender my struggle. And I feel like that's what you guys are doing here. Keep the faith, pile number 2. We have here Radha, okay, soul flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Absolutely. And the thing is you being with this person, or you being around this person, trying to appease them and trying to tap dance around them. You guys might have felt like you lost a part of yourself, okay? And Radha here is restoring this for you, and is restoring the natural balance within you in a hunt for to rediscover the part of yourself that you thought you lost, okay? Rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship and harmony and healing, okay? Most of the time, a relationship should be harmonious and be healing and have a natural balance to it and radiate the energy of abundance. And I know it's not a walk in the park every day, and not every day is a wonderful, whatever, but I mean, most of the time, more often than not, our relationship should actually help us become more of who we are. And if it's healthy, right, it helps us become more of who we are, and it allows ourselves to be individuals and appreciate who we are individually as well, internally and externally with our partner, okay? And Spirit just wants to reassure you guys, soul flame here, you might have felt like this person kind of put out your flame because of the way that they were to you and how hard it was simply to just be around them because they're so unforgiving of anything and so unacknowledging, all right? But Radha here is saying your soul flame is not gone, all right? You're going to go in search of it, Six of Swords. You're going to call back your power, right? I call back to me all power, my power, the power that is mine. I call that back to me now, okay? And and you're going to have much more harmony and healing. We have Nightingale. Oh, I love that. And Nightingale energy is about having something to say. And some of you guys may even be singers here, or you might have a very beautiful voice, or just something really important to share with the world about everything that you've gone through in this experience. And I also feel like there may be messages with the moon and the Nightingale, messages arriving to you as you sleep or at night, and important messages that have to do with your psychic abilities and your intuition. Some of you may have precognition, etc. But there's a voice, the voice that has always been whispering inside of you, calling you forward out of this situation and away from this, is just getting stronger every day, pile number 2, okay? We have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries, okay? So we could have people here with Aries energy, or Aries season is going to be very important. Aries season is like March 20th to, April 19th, okay? So that time could be really important for you guys as you make a move here, or you could have Aries in your chart, or just simply you're putting your foot down, pile number 2, okay? And Spirit approves, and you may have had that little voice or that intuition or your guides kind of whispering to you in your ear while you sleep at night. It's time to roll, baby. It's time to go. As they say, let's roll, all right? And, it reminds me of that movie that depicted United Flight 93 that went down, during the 9/11 attacks, where those heroes brought down that plane so that it didn't crash into any other buildings. And you could hear the recordings and you could hear them saying, like, let's roll. I've watched that so many times, and I've watched so many clips of that, and it's just that moment, regardless of what you think about, I know people have different varying opinions about 9/11 and what happened that day. But that aside, pile number 2, just that moment in time when it's like, let's roll, it's like you look at the other person across from you and it's like, it's time to go, let's roll, okay? And it's that kind of moment that I feel is coming, and this person may not even expect it. They might not even know what's happening, but I feel like, it's time. We have here clarity. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, you're seeing things very clear now, and you know what to do. I feel like pile number 2, all right? Gratefully, I surrender my struggle and the pain and the hardship that I've been through in this situation, and now I'm embracing my clarity and my power and my strength, okay? And Spirit bringing you a lot of clarity, especially with your psychic information that you're getting and trusting your intuition here. Some of you may have had to hide like who you are psychically from this person, or you couldn't let them know. Like some of you here could be witches, or you had to hide this part of yourself, and that's also the lost part of yourself that I feel like you guys are reclaiming and understanding yourself even more on a deeper level. And you guys are fighters, okay? Make no mistake about it. But you also are very soft, and you have this gift of intuition too. So very interesting. Let's see how Spirit is helping pile number 2 make an epic comeback, okay? Spirits, angels, and guides, how are you helping pile number 2 make an epic comeback? We have Page of Pentacles. Okay, it's one day at a time. It's one foot in front of the other. Do you guys know that song by Sia? I think it's called Flames. And she's like, one foot in front of the other, babe. Okay. And I feel like your guides are saying that to you right now. One foot in front of the other, babe. All right. Day by day, they're helping you construct what you want to do here and how you want to persist and move forward. What else here? We have Six of Swords. There it is. It's another clarification, okay? The Six of Swords is right here. It is time to go, and your guides are here to help you. They're whispering in your ear with this nightingale energy, and they're also going to provide opportunities for others to assist you or to help you with this, and opportunities for you guys to, you know, invest back in yourselves again and take all that energy you were giving to that person, turn away from them, and give that back to yourself in a very healthy way, okay? And I also feel like your guides are helping you execute any practical steps, especially if a fiery climax is approaching and you're trying to get a new home and you got a new attitude, okay? I feel like your guides are helping you to like figure out all the details of this. We have the World card, okay? Abundance, success, authority over your own life. And you're going to bring this chapter of your life to a successful close. And I think someday you're going to look back on it and you're going to be so proud of yourself. And I do think your journey is going to inspire other people, pile number 2, in the future. I do think you're a very inspiring person and you have endured a lot. The World card is a card of Saturn, and you have done it in such a graceful, strong way. And again, I don't think people can really understand totally what you've been through here, pile number 2, but it's been a lot. And there's a lot of soul lessons here that have come through this experience, and it hasn't been easy, all right? It may have not have been easy to keep your faith either. And through this situation, because sometimes I feel like it was pretty bad, all right? And I feel like your guides are saying thank you right now, because they're just as invested in your life journey as you are. You know, when our guides come to be with us in this lifetime or other lifetimes, they are just as invested as we are, if not even more, because they can see what you were actually trying to accomplish, right? So, whereas we don't have access to that information on the earth plane, right? I feel like the 4 fixed signs here, like these are your guides. The eagle, there's this eagle looking in. This lion is looking out and guarding you, okay? And your guides are always so curious, I feel like, about all that you can accomplish, all right? Pile number 2, and they keep a steady eye on you, and they are very invested in this incarnation right there, right along with you, okay? And let's see what else. You're not alone, okay? We have strength here, and yeah, I mean, come, you guys. I mean, how could you feel anything but loving about yourself, okay? Because the amount of strength that you have shown. Some of you have a very strong solar plexus, and you're developing this and you're working on it day to day, every day, all right? One foot in front of the other, babe, all right? And yeah, you are growing stronger every day. And with this Strength card, I feel like Spirit is saying it's going to be easier for you. Like the things that really used to bother you or really used to aggravate you and cause you a lot of distress are going to be moving out of your life, okay? And so stand proud, stand tall of who you are. It's 7-11 right now, so that I love that as a number, 7-11. I feel like it's very lucky. So pile number 2, congrats, you have that in your reading. And your guides are just giving you the energy that you need, and they're very focused on your path right now, and they are helping you in very practical ways. Possibly there is someone in your life who is willing to help you too, and in some kind of a concrete way, all right? Someone may even help with money if that's needed. And I do feel like money is coming to you. Abundance is returning, pile number 2. Let's see why this person or these people are gonna quake in their shoes, pile number 2. Let's see why. The 9 of Swords. Oh my God, I can't believe pile number 2 left me. Now I'm all alone. I mean, they've been making you feel alone for a really long time. And I feel like when you walk out that door, or when you walked out that door, this person felt the crushing weight of their ignorance, okay? And I also feel like this person has a problem with abandonment. And when you walk out that door, it's like they like it as a game that you keep coming to them and wondering like, are you okay? Do you like me? Da da da. Like walking around like on eggshells for them. I feel like once you go, this person is just kind of left with this sense of deep uneasiness, and they're not able to sleep at night either here. Okay, and because they know they lost the best thing they could have ever had in their life, all right? You guys are Temperance and the Star. You guys have been putting up with this for, I mean, do you deserve a medal or what for putting up with this shit? Because you guys are very lovely people, and you have a lot of beautiful energy to share with this world, okay? And this person's like a charity case. And I don't care who or what is watching this reading, but you're not a 501c3, as in a charitable organization, to this person, okay? And this person, when you withdraw your energy and you're no longer focused on them, they are going to feel the emptiness that they have been visiting upon you, okay? And they're going to realize they lost the best thing in their life that has ever happened to them. You've been a literal angel, Temperance angel to this person. You've been very patient with them. And to your own detriment, I feel, pile number 2. But this person's going to have to sit in their shit. All right, pile number 2. And it's not going to be easy for them, because everything they've been sending to you energetically is going to revert back on them, okay? And they know, 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, they lost the best thing that ever happened to them. And they may try to come back, Knight of Cups, but you know what? If they try to come back, they're going to make a fool of themselves, okay? And you're going to be the one in the power position. But I think you guys are going to be on to either, you guys are going to be too busy building your own dreams to care about the bullshit offer, the devil that this person is trying to make you, okay? You're just going to be too busy building your own dreams. Knight of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, okay? And that is what I am getting for you, beautiful pile number 2. I hope that that reading resonated for you, and I hope it gave you some really good clarity. When someone's quaking in their shoes, it's a real 9 of Swords experiences. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe pile number 2 left me. Oh my God, right? And it's like, yeah, you had your chance, buddy or girl, whoever this person is. Thank you so much, pile number 2. Do leave me a comment if that reading resonated, and thank you. Take care. Let's move on to pile number 3. All right, pile number 3, let's get it. Let's clear the energy. Thank you, Spirit. And let us begin. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the orange tea light. And today's reading is called Your Comeback is Epic. They will quake in their shoes, okay? Karma's a bitch, and so am I, and so are you, and we're about to deliver it on this situation. Pile number 3, okay? And it's a justice year, and I feel like in 2022, people who should be quaking in their shoes are definitely going to be quaking in their shoes. All right, my lovelies. So let's get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the energy of pile number 3 who chose the orange tea light today. In this beautiful energy for pile number 3, comeback is on 100 and haters are shaking like leaves in their dumb little shoes. Okay, that was my prayer for you, pile number 3 for spirit. And we are going to go ahead and get into it, all right? There's the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck there. And talk about, you know, coming back and coming back hard with the Hierophant there. And I feel like some of you are just like, this person's going to realize you're not listening to them anymore and you don't care and they're not the boss of you, okay? But let's start. Let's start pile number 3. Let's see. We have the Page of Wands, the home of fire. Yeah, the Page of Wands is the rose of the palace of fire and the princess of the shining flame. All right, pile number 3, that's the esoteric title for the Page of Wands. And it's called the Princess of the Shining Flame, the Rose of the Palace of Fire. On this card, it says the Home of Fire. All right. And she looks like he, whoever it is here, he looks like a total rebel. It's like, I thrive in chaos and, you know, don't come up in here and tell me how to do what I already know how to do. And I can make this happen for myself. I'm the Home of Fire, Page of Wands, passion. We have here the Ace of Cups, the roots of water. Okay. Yeah. The roots of water. The spirit of the power of the waters. The Ace of Cups. I like that. It's very calming. All right. Let's see what else we have here. The Three of Cups. Okay. I feel like sometimes, pile number 3, that people don't take you seriously, okay? Or that they expect you with this Hierophant on the bottom of the deck to always listen to them or always default to them. Or there could have been people in your past, like your parents or your job or the people around you that have underestimated you because you are a very beautiful person and your energy is very loving. With this Three of Cups and Ace of Cups, some of you are very friendly, like you always have a smile on your face, and you're very welcoming to others. You have a heart for love, and I'm just drawn to this orange here, like the sacral chakra. You guys have the orange tea light, and you guys just have very open energy, smiling face, open energy, and people naturally flock to you because you're this way. And I feel like sometimes people underestimate you or have taken your kindness for granted. And I kind of feel like this Page of Wands is your guys' comeback, okay? It's like, don't fucking test me, I will cut you, okay? And yeah, I'm nice and I'm lovely, but don't you dare take advantage of me because I will shove this pole up your butt, okay? This pole that I'm holding. And I feel like you guys are coming back like more edgy, okay? And I feel like you guys, again, people around you, loving your energy, loving to be around you, you know, you guys being so sweet, lighting up a room. I feel like a lot of you have a really cute voice as well, or your voice is very cute. And I just look at this. I feel like people are just around you, like really celebrating you. And for the most part, I feel like look at this seal here. It's like, oh, thank you. You're so nice. Okay. And for the most part, people don't take advantage and they are good to you in return and appreciate you. Pile number 3. But there's this shark over here that's like grinning at you in a very demented way. And there are some people I feel that have, when you've held your hand out to them to help them, and you've held your hand out in kindness to them, and you've forgiven them too, Ace of Cups, they just bite the hand that feeds them, or they just bite, or they take advantage of your good nature, okay? And I feel you are a very open person. She's, you know, sitting here on this beautiful under the sea rock, you know, like mermaid energy, and she has her hands open here and a big smile on her face. It's like, if you need me, I'll be there for you. And most people are so, I feel like there are people in your life who are very appreciative of you and really look up to you and think that you're great. Okay, pile number 3, I do think you have the 3 of Cups in pile number 3, right? People gravitate to your energy naturally because you carry this beautiful, compassionate heart, and people feel safe with you. Pile number 3 is what I'm getting. But you know what comes along is this shark, okay? And there can be somebody in your environment. For some of you, I'm getting a work situation who has taken your kindness to mean like that you aren't smart, or that you can't snap back, or that you won't cut a bitch if they take advantage of your kindness, okay? Someone may not have seen that side of you guys yet, especially if you started something new here, or you started a new job, or you started a new friendship, or you're getting to know. I see 3 people here. So there could be 2 around you, one that's very drawn to your energy and comes a lot to you, one that really appreciates you and is very much like you and vibes with you, okay? And then there's another one that just is trying to get whatever the fuck they can and is a slimy asshole is what I'm getting, okay? And I think the thing is this person thinks that you don't see them, but you do. Okay, pile number 3, you do see this person. You've just been too, you know, too classy or just forgiving. I don't want to say forgiving, but just too like light-filled to really care, or to really, you're like, yeah, I know that bitch is there or that asshole's there, but I'm just choosing to focus on the good things in front of me. But I gotta tell you, pile number 3, I feel like some of you are about ready to get a little bit edgy, all right? And I feel like your glow up, I feel your style could be changing as well. You know, they always say like dress for the job that you want, and, you know, dress to intimidate as well. That's something I like to do. I mean, I have Pluto on the ascendant, so of course I like to dress to intimidate, right? But I'm also Libra rising, so I can come off as being nicey nice too. But if somebody crosses me, oh no. And I feel like you guys are, and I'm just telling you this, you guys, because I feel like you're starting to embrace, like you're like, no, I'm the home of fire. I'm the one who's getting it done. You know, I demand some respect here. And if you're not gonna, you know, if you're not gonna help me, I feel like someone, look at all the stuff around her on the floor. I feel like someone has been leaving you to pick up their mess or clean up their mess, and acting like they appreciate what you're doing for them, etc., etc. But then they just leave you holding the bag, or leave you with the mess, okay, to clean up the mess. And I just feel like you guys are done with that, okay? And your glow up is going to have you dressing differently. I'm talking about a glow up, right? This is your comeback. I feel like you guys are also going to have some zingers for this person, as far as like a fiery page of wands, okay? Like if this person pushes you too much, I feel like literally the comeback, okay? Like your response to them, or the comeback, or the thing that you say back to them is going to be kind of spicy and edgy, okay? And I don't think this person is going to be expecting this from you, pile number 3, or these people, or this person, because you do have this very lovely demeanor about you, and you are very sweet. And I have my hands over my chest right now, and I'm like swaying back and forth, and I'm smiling. You know, this is you guys, pile. And you know what? You're lovely. You are lovely. That's what I have my hands on my head now. I'm throwing my hands in the air, and I'm like, why is this person like that? Because you have been lovely to them, okay? You have been there when they needed you or needed help with something. You know, you have done what you can here with this person. But I swear to God, pile number 3, if they say one more thing or do one more thing, I feel like they're going to be dealing with an edgy Page of Wands with some pretty rough comebacks to them if they don't get their shit together here, okay? And it literally will make them quake in their shoes because they're not going to be expecting that from you, pile number 3. I love a sneak attack. The thing is this person has been sneak attacking you. They think you don't know, but you do, all right? And you're about to get edgy with someone's energy, all right? Like, don't fucking cross me. I'm getting mad for you guys. Every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit, okay? Yeah, and I just love the word radical, right? Every day I bring a radical energy because, you know, it's like if this person thinks you're going to be the same every day and, you know, your demeanor is never going to change and you're always just going to turn the other cheek, they've got another thing coming because you guys are about to bring the radical energy. There's going to be a radical energy shift in you guys, I feel, here as well. And you guys love everyone around you, I feel, but there's also a time right now to, you know, to call things out if necessary. People can't just leave you to do everything and expect that you're always going to smile in their face. Oh no, you know, and you guys are really working on self-love and in your body, mind, and spirit, also treating your body well as well and not putting too much pressure on yourself so that your body kind of shuts down, all right? And it's important that you bring radical self-love to your mind, body, and spirit. And if that involves making a radical comment to someone or saying something out of the ordinary because they're not respecting you, I'm all for it, pile number 3. You know, I would be in the room there right with you, saying it to that person myself if I could, all right? That's how I feel. Because, I mean, I love it when somebody comes back edgy and is like, no, 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 no. I absolutely love it. So good for you, pile number 3. We have here South Node in the past. So who you are in the past is not who you're going to show up with in the future, all right? I feel like the Space Needles here. And I used to live in Seattle. Maybe someone here from Seattle is watching this, but I feel like the Space Needle is kind of here. But I mean, the past is the past is the past, okay? And people shouldn't really judge you by your past. I feel like they do, which makes them care about you. But at this, it's almost like, are these people caring about me because what I can give them or who I actually am, right? Okay? And I feel like you guys have been working through these issues of self-love and appreciating your mind, body, and spirit. And I do feel you guys are trying to show up in a different way, in a way that you didn't show up in the past, okay? I feel like you're trying to show up a little bit more edgy with this. If you want to fuck with me, you know, I'm not going to hurt anyone, but if you try to fuck with me, okay? And I feel like you guys are cutting it off. And I'm seeing the number 33 here. Someone could be around that age. There's also 33 in pile number 3. 33 is an angel number. In the past, you were an angel to a lot of people, but I feel like, you know, to the people that deserve it, fine, but to the people that don't, no, okay? Because I feel like your guys' nature is love, the Ace of Cups, all right? And I feel you guys don't like having to be, you know, cutthroat or cutting to people. But if they're just going to continue to do the same thing and be users, then you're going to cut these people off. We have Cup. You should okay. I mean, this card actually makes me mad. It says Cup. You should accept valid criticism. So this shark over here could be having something to say and telling you like you should accept, trying to put things on your shoulders or say like you should just accept the feedback or whatever. And I feel like you guys are like, hell no. If you do this again, you know, that's it, is what I feel like, all right? And I mean, we all should accept valid criticism, but I feel like this person is saying that as an excuse to be weird with you, okay? Or to make you feel like you should be critical of your own self, all right? And we have self-love here. So maybe you had people in your past, like parents or at a work situation or friends that were very critical of you, and you vowed not to treat anybody that way or to be that way to anybody else, okay? And the thing is, though, is I think people have just gotten a little bit too used to dumping whatever they want to on you. With this cup energy, it's like they just come and dump it on you, and that's not fair. We have diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. This is just you guys. You're a diamond, okay? These people are a dime a dozen. This shark energy, they're a dime a dozen. You're the diamond, okay? And you'll be the one receiving. And I feel like you guys have been giving a precious gift all along with this Ace of Cups. But it's time for you guys to receive back, okay? And if people can't appreciate you and they can't, and I don't feel like you're just looking for constant validation or anything like that. I mean, just have a nice atmosphere with people and be cordial would be nice, right? And help one another. It's not that, it's not that hard of an endeavor, right? For normal people. And this environment can make it seem like it's really rare or something to be like that. You may be very rare in the environment that you're in or the environment that you work in, okay? But don't ever stop being you, pile number 3. Just be a little more edgy is what I feel, all right? We have Vine, seek out information that will help you. So I feel like this shark here does this to you a lot. They leech off your energy and they try to see what you're going to say or do and then use that information to their advantage, all right? And they're leeches, all right? They're literal leeches, and that's all they can do because they don't know how to do anything. You're the one that knows how to do it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be cleaning up their messes, okay? What are they? Are they like an infant or a spoiled child here? Especially if this is a work situation. Come on now, And somebody here who leeches off you and then tries to take all the credit or use the information that you give them with a sense of openness and honesty to benefit themselves. Come on now. That is not going to work. We have here horse, a short journey, okay? And maybe you need some time away from this situation, pile number 3, or maybe your temper has been getting a little bit short lately with this Page of Wands, and you're like, I don't want to say it, but I feel like I'm going to say it, da-da-da-da-da. Maybe I should take some time off or take some time away so that I can restore my chi or restore my energy. But actually, I mean, if you need time off, take it off, right? And take it off, pile number 3, Ace of Cups, right? You guys need love though too. You need to receive love too. You need softness. You need nurturing too, okay? You can't just be although I think it makes you happy to do that for others, you also need it too. So maybe you do need some time away, all right? Or need to take a trip or do something that makes you feel more connected to your true nature, where you don't have to like watch your back all the time, all right? So maybe some of you do need a break, especially after cleaning up this huge mess that this person left, or the way that they just kind of left you to deal with things, all right? Maybe you guys need to take a little time off. But also, I feel like if you're telling yourself that because you're getting mad at this person, I guess I need to take some time off because my temper is short with these people, or I guess I need to, remove myself from the situation or take a walk. I normally would always say, do that. But I honestly feel like you guys need an epic comeback to this person. When they tell you something or you find out something, it's like, boom, sayonara, you're getting put in your place, okay? So for you guys, I feel it's actually opposite, because your energy is like very loving and caring most of the time anyway. But if you find yourself getting short with someone, it's probably because they deserve it. We have Golden Empress. Yes, of course, pile number 3. Of course, the jewel, the Golden Empress, okay? Potency, confidence, and magnetism. This person's jealous because other people love you and think that you're great, and you just ooze it. This Ace of Cups, you ooze love from your veins, okay? And other people like your energy and appreciate you for that. This shark is very jealous of you, I feel, pile number 3. And but why don't they try to be a better person then? Maybe they could have some golden empress energy for themselves instead of trying to take yours, okay? But look at this golden empress. Look at her eyes. Her eyes went completely like psycho in a way. And I feel like this is you guys, okay? Because the golden empress is so loving, so magnetic, so caring. Ace of Cups, such a jewel, so amazing to be around, right? But look at this empress's eyes. She's like, I will literally hex the fuck out of you if you don't get out of my energy field, okay? And I do feel like there's a very edgy side to you guys that needs to come out. Yes, you're loving. Yes, you're caring. But you don't have to take anyone's crap either, okay? And confidence, right? Page of Wands, confidence. It's getting that confidence going. We have trust. Yeah, people really trust you, pile number 3. They really, really do. And let me tell you, that is a gift, okay? And I feel like you trust other people in return. And you may feel like, yeah, I do trust people probably more than I should. Maybe you guys tell yourself that or take it as a criticism against yourself. And the fact that you're a trusting individual is a beautiful thing, pile number 3. And for the most part, it's cool. But there are sharks in this world. And, you know, knowing to trust yourself when you know someone is being a shark to you too, right? Knowing and trusting, like when a situation feels loving and good and nice and equal, or when a situation feels ugly, right? And yeah, trust that you're the diamond and that you're appreciated. Okay, pile number 3, I feel if you're in some environment and people are watching what you do, etc., trust that you are a diamond and you are doing the right thing every day by showing up the way that you are. Ace of Cups. I think you can just be a little bit more edgy and make people squirm a little bit, okay? We have caution. Yeah, caution about trusting the wrong people or saying the wrong things to people and then having them use it against you or using it as a criticism against you, okay? And caution not to trust the wrong person, okay? Because you are very open. The Ace of Cups is flowering. It's very open. It's very empressy. And it wants to help. It wants to be there for others, right? But Spirit is saying around some people, we have to exercise caution. And I think you guys know that from your past with this South Node. I think you already know this energy anyway. And because of this, I feel some of you are getting very edgy, or you're really getting to that point of getting edgy with someone here. And I support you, pile number 3. Edge the hell out of this person for all I care. They deserve it, all right? We have Almoria here, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. Yeah, you guys already wear a cloak of love, and it's very obvious to everyone, and that's why they love you too, because your nature is great, and you're great to be around. But Almoria is also telling you here, awaken presence to the fact that you're radiating love and everything, and that's beautiful. The universe is with you and supporting you. But the key words here are wear a cloak of protection, okay? And look at how serious he is. He's like, yes, you are love. Yes, you are, you know, everyone loves your presence, etc., etc. You are very loving, but wear a cloak of protection, because caution, some people may be trying to use information that you say against you and then criticizing you to other people, pile number 3. And then we have lizard energy here. And again, fire. Lizard, and you know what's so funny? Is there is literally a lizard sitting on the leg here of this Page of Wands. So this lizard is coming through here to say there's nothing wrong with, you know, this lizard looks at these people, these sharks, like, yes, I am judging you. And yes, I do have something to say about it. And lizard as an animal is associated with the fire element. So this is another confirmation with the lizard on her leg right here. There's also a lizard on her shoulder. And there's 3 of them on the floor, right? And you know, people got your back, pile number 3, more than you know and more than you think. And there are people that look up to you a lot, okay? And you don't have to put up with this, okay? And the lizard energy is also like a chameleon in a way. So I think you guys can kind of fit into any environment here. Some of you could be empaths as well, or highly sensitive. But Spirit is wanting you to get more, because lizard energy can be exhausted when there is a lot of negativity around them, or people with hidden agendas and always having to watch their back. And I feel like you guys are in command here. And maybe you're afraid of being looking bad, or people looking at you like you're behaving like a lizard or something. You know, lizards kind of have a negative connotation with them at times. But I feel like Spirit is saying you got a lot around you, right? You need to find your sassiness and snap back on these people, pile number 3, okay? We have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. And I think you guys are building your future right now, okay? And how you've been in the past, South Node, is not how it's always going to be here in the future, all right? And there's a lot of people around you that have a lot of faith in you too, and have faith in what you're doing in your dreams, pile number 3, and want to be a part of your team. So remember that, okay? Try not to focus on the haters, but if the haters need to be addressed, you will, all right? Good luck. Okay, I feel like this cat is you, and cats are bitchy. They can be sassy and they can be bitches at times, which I love. I mean, that's the reason why I have a cat, you know, a jaguar tattooed on my hand here. I love it, you know. If you need to be a bitch, be a bitch. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like this is you guys. Like, this cat looks pretty pissed off. I feel like this is you guys. Like, normally you're sweet and fluffy, but I feel like you're looking, again, with the eyes that are like glowing, or the intense eyes. I feel like you guys are looking back at this person and saying, good luck. Like, you think you can do this without me, or, you know, I'm always the one picking up after you, or if you think you can do it without me, good luck. Enjoy, okay? And that's what I feel like you guys are saying. It's like, if you think you got this and you're all over this and that's what you're telling everyone else, go ahead then, right? It's almost like call them on their bluff, pile number 3, okay? And I always tell people, if you know someone is a shark or a snake in your environment, but they don't know that you know, that is also a power position as well. Because you know who they are, they don't know that you know yet, all right? And that's a good position to be in from a power perspective. But I do feel like you guys are getting ready to tell some people, look, if you think you don't need me, and you think you can do this better than me, and you think you got it in the bag, good luck. Have fun, okay? Pile number 3, I like your energy. I do. I have to say I like it a lot. And if I'm friends with you, like in normal like life, and we talk off this medium, I feel like this reading is reminding me of a couple friends of mine, actually, and it's making me smile. And if they happen to see this, hi. It's like reminding me of 3 people, 3 friends. hi to you all. Let's go ahead and wonderful, you know, wonderful, loving people, but don't let people push you to your edge. And if they do, then, you know, give them the boot. Give them the old backhanded bitch slap, pile number 3. The backhanded bitch slap compliment, right? Let's see how Spirit is helping you make an epic comeback here. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, Spirit has said you have a lot of respect for you where you're at, because you really put in the effort, and people really notice your work and that you don't give up easily. And I do think you guys have a lot of respect, or you're going to be gaining respect. And you're seen as a person who's very steady, and someone that can be counted on, and someone that's hardworking, okay? And I think the efforts that you've put in here, 6 of Wands, are going to lead you to getting noticed more and putting you guys in a front and center role. And it's important to have people behind you that can also support you as well, pile number 3. And I do feel like Spirit is saying there are people genuinely behind you, supporting you and cheering you on, okay? And it's like people want you to be their leader. I feel some of you could be getting into leadership positions here, or you're becoming more public. All the hard work that you've put in is actually helping you to like step out even more. And I definitely feel like you guys have the respect of a lot of people. There's just 1 or 2 people that, you know, have been like a thorn in the side, or just have been, I think you guys want to chalk it up to minor annoyances, but I also feel like it's a little bit more than annoying. And the Page of Wands is like, I've had it. Like, that's it, okay? So Spirit is helping you guys stay really consistent and to get noticed with everything that you're doing and build your confidence. We have the Hierophant here, and, you know, somebody trying to stop you from proceeding, but I don't think it's going to work, okay? All it does is make you guys stronger and make you not want to give up even more. And I feel like you know what this person is all about. They may not know that you know, okay? All they see is you rising to the top and you putting in hard work. And, you know, and I feel like this other person, this shark, is not really doing anything different from what they've done in the past, okay? And for those of you where this is a work situation and you have people above you, I feel like those people are giving you, like, they're saying, go on ahead. We see what you're doing and we like it and you have permission. Go ahead, okay? Yeah, so I feel like that's a very high compliment to you, pile number 3. You guys could be getting a lot of compliments from people. Don't let anybody stop you, because this energy that tries to stop you is really, really lame, okay? But Spirit is giving you guys the tenacity and the follow through that you need to make your dreams come true. It says have faith in your dreams, right? And then we have, oh, I knew it, the Tower. Okay. Some of you could be kind of worried about this, all right? That you've been working on something and building it up, and you've really, and that finally, like, the people above you are listening to you and they see what you're doing, but that something here is going to ruin everything, or somehow the rug is going to be pulled out from underneath you. I also feel like you guys are really good at dealing with crises, right? Because the Hierophant is a very steady energy. It's Taurus energy. It's very, very steady. It knows what to do. It doesn't get, you know, like upset easily. It's like, okay, if something crazy is happening, let's take it one step at a time. Let's break this down. Let's work through it. And I feel like you guys are also being noticed for that too. But if someone else is actually creating more drama for you guys by the way that they're acting to you, trying to act like they're better than you or they know more than you, pile number 3, this person better check themselves before they wreck themselves, because at the end of the day, the 9 of Swords, this is going to look really poorly on them. And I think they rely on you way too much. I think this person is a lot more nervous than they let on, and that's why they try to like leech off of you, or they try to copy you in some way, because you are really good in situations that are like needing a lot of attention or help, or that are very dire, or that are in crisis for some reason. Your leadership and your steady hand is very much noticed and appreciated for that, pile number 3. Okay, but I feel like you guys are going to be getting a lot of attention, and some of it may be from these leeches, and they gotta go. Okay, we have the High Priestess. Your intuition already knows. You know who this person is. You've been feeling this energy from them for a while. The thing is that people see this hardworking side of you and this steady, hardworking side of you, but also, pile number 3, you're very intuitive and you sense what's going on around you. With the 3 of Cups and the Ace of Cups, you do sense what's going on around you. Okay, and that's why Spirit is saying wear a cloak of protection. The High Priestess, you guys may be sensitive emotionally to these kinds of energies. And the High Priestess is also very silent. And I feel like she's here to say, don't say too much to this person. Don't say hardly anything around this person. Be polite, be cordial, be whatever, but don't reveal anything extra at all, okay? It's like my lips are sealed when it comes to this person because they don't need to know anything extra. You know, as they say, real gangsters move in silence, right? Pile number 3. So this person doesn't need to know everything you're up to. And I think if you get a little mysterious with them, it may drive them crazy and they may think that that's an act of aggression from you. And, you know, maybe it is because you're leaving them on red or you're not paying attention to them. And essentially, you're flashing your butt at them and you're like, good luck without me, you know, but you haven't made a scene about it. You know, you haven't like blown everything up and made a scene about it, but they can tell that they're getting the shaft from you, okay? And I also think that could be a good strategy for you guys here too, is to be more silent around this person and not tell them everything you're doing or everything you're thinking, but let other people know. I mean, like, you know, be normal to the other people around you. This person will start to get very nervous and wonder what's going on. And I do think it's going to put them in a state of anxiety. We have Ace of Swords here. So, I mean, you guys are having some really good ideas and your thinking is on point. I just think not every thought that you have should you share with other people, okay? Because then it's like giving people ammunition, pile number 3, all right? So Spirit is just saying be quiet and keep some things to yourself. And when the time is right, reveal what you want to do here and let that person be shocked, because I feel like they're going to get real nervous and you'll see them sweat, pile number 3. So you'll know who it is and what this is about. Let's see here. Let's see how this person is quaking in their shoes here when it comes to pile number 3. 8 of Swords. You know what? I just gave you guys the ticket to psychologically undoing this person if you really want to go there, pile number 3. And I mean, I feel like your guys' comeback is to be like more edgy and to make and to not let people take advantage of you, and to just become more intimidating in a way with these like glowing eyes and things like that. Your energy can just radiate that. You don't have to go and punch someone in the face, but like your energy can radiate that. I feel like by ignoring this person or not saying a lot to them, how they quake in their shoes is the 8 of Swords, because they don't know where they stand with you. The 8 of Swords is on uneven ground and they think it's all in their head, but they're not sure. And they go back and forth in their own mind. Like, is pile number 3 mad at me? Do they know what's going on? I'm not sure what to do here anymore because pile number 3 isn't helping me. And, you know, the 8 of Swords is right before the 9 of Swords. So it builds into the 9 of Swords, right? And again, pile number 3, I don't wish ill on anyone, but also people should not be able to leech off your energy so that they can pretend that they did something or that whatever, you know what I mean? And I feel like this 8 of Swords, this person, when you just keep things to yourself and they're not in the loop, and then you say something or announce something in front of everyone, or something is announced, Ace of Swords, it really takes this person by surprise and it makes them question, like, it makes them question themselves and also their role and what they actually mean to you. And I think this person's going to start to get nervous, okay? And, you know, when they've been circling around you like a shark, making you nervous, now they're getting nervous, okay? And, you know, victory is sweet, pile number 3. Victory is sweet. One of my favorite things is, this may not be a work situation for everything, but back in the day when I used to work in corporate America, one of my favorite things to do was to strategize on other people's self-undoing who harmed the people I cared about at work. So I literally have a PhD in that. And if you guys need help with anything, let me know. Okay, we have Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this person's going to wonder, like, why do you not offer them the same type of tips or feedback, or why don't you help them with something anymore? Like, you used to be so helpful and they felt like they could go to you. This person is going to realize now that coming to you makes them feel like anxiety, or talking to you now is not getting them anywhere. And by putting more energy in, it's just making them feel worse, okay? So yeah, I think you guys turn your energy elsewhere, focus on other things and not this person, and very, very silently and quietly ice them out and watch them, you know, wriggle around in their shoes. Watch them quake in their shoes, pile number 3. Watch them, because I think it's going to happen. They may try to reach out to you with a peace offering with this Ace of Pentacles and act all nicey-nicey and goody-goody. Don't buy it for a minute, pile number 3. They've already shown their true nature to you, okay? So you don't have to, like, they already had enough time to express their true nature to you, all right? So pile number 3, that is what I am getting for you, my loves. I hope that this reading was empowering for you, and I loved your energy, pile number 3. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to every pile today. Thank you all so much, and many blessings on your journey. Take care.